Hey everybody, what's up? It's Son of Artist, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Let's Play. In the last episode, we got the biggest quiver from the Gerudo's Valley, and now we're gonna start heading up to the Fire Temple. We got those last two gold sculptures in the Dodongo's Cavern, but, hold on. Am I recording my audio? I am. Okay. I just wanted to be sure. So I was thinking, as I was leaving the Dodongo's Cavern, I got that right. Yep. They never went back in to eat. Like, the monsters were still there. Maybe they're still there because of, you know, the world shit now. But they never go back there when you're a kid to, like, eat or anything. And it's like, I get, you know, limitations, blah, blah, blah. But, I don't know. It's just kind of like... Oh, actually, you know what? Well, let's have it be night here, because I think there's more gold sculptures we can get. I don't know, I think it would have been cool, like, if there were just some Gorons that were, like, stationed in the beginning of the temple. Or in the Dodongo's Cavern. Yeah, this is where that Skulltula was. I guess it is only here when you're an adult. So I was looking for this when I was a kid. But, yeah, I don't know. It just... It would have been cool if maybe you saw them, like, mining or something inside the Dodongo's Cavern. It's cool, it would have been cool if, like, more dungeons did stuff like that, or if it was, like, an actual place that they were, you know, doing things in before it was infested by monsters and stuff like that. They returned there, and maybe there'd be, like, a side quest that opened up or something like that. But, whatever. What can you do? Is there I think we got a gold sculpture in here. What's that say on our map, anyway, for Goron City? Yeah, so all these little pinpoints. So Death Mountain will include the Death Mountain Crater, the Death Mountain Trail, and Goron City. There will be gold Skulltula tokens next to the names at the bottom of the screen as well once you've gotten them, but it is a little odd that you can't see, like, that they have just vague areas rather than, you know, actual places, but oh well. Oh, you know what else we could do right now? I think we can do that Song of Time room, too. Oh, hey, it's you. I just completed a small weapon. How about it? How about buying this knife for 200 rupees? Normally I would, just to get rid of rupees, but we actually don't even have enough right now. Alright, come back again. So this is Mede Goron. He's Big Goron's middle brother. But what is it, Navi? That cloud. Yes, we're here, Navi. But, he'll sell you a giant's knife, but it will break. So, it will break after, like, 1 or 2 uses as well. So, you probably don't want to waste your money on it. I guess maybe it will... there's some kind of hint that there is a permanent version of that weapon, but... Honestly, I think it's just easier just to go up to the big Goron up on top of the mountain and find him that way. Oh, we can't even get this because we need the long shot. Dang, dude. Oh well. Because there's 200 rupees in there. But, oh well. Now, what we want to do here, if you haven't noticed, most of the Gorons are gone. Except for one that's rolling around, and if I can land on anything, that would be great. Hey, even this is closed. You may think, let's play Zelda's Lullaby again. But, well, Zelda's Lullaby, dude, not a Epona song. But anyway, get that one up. Even the bomb shop is, well, not the bomb shop, but, you know, the shopping, whatever. The shop is closed, too. Even the pot with the Deku stick is gone! So let's find that guy rolling around. Is he on this floor? Or is he on the floor above us? He's on the floor above us. I don't know where all these Gorons, like, sleep and stuff. They must just, like, lie down wherever they want. So there's a guy rolling around here. Do the same thing as, the rolling Goron, except it's a tinier target now. In fact, we may as well try this. I think you can do this with bomb shoes as well. It might be easier than waiting for a bomb to explode. Is he coming around the side? How could you do this to me? You're Ganondorf's servant. Hear my name and tremble. I am Link, hero of the Gorons. Hey, my name's Link too, and you are tiny for a Goron. What? Your name is also Link? Then you must be the legendary Dodongo Buster and hero Link. My dad is Darunia. Do you remember him? Yeah. All you Gorons look like dudes, though. How did you come from Darunia? Dad named me Link after you because you're so brave. It's a cool name. I really like it. Link, you're a hero to us Gorons. I'm so glad to meet you. Please give me your autograph. Sign it to my friend, Link of the Gorons. Oh, I guess it's not a good time to ask you for this. Please help everyone. My dad, Darunia, went to the fire temple. A dragon is inside. If we don't hurry up, even my dad will be eaten by the dragon. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You'd better try to calm his ass down. Maybe he will calm down if you talk to him. What do you want to talk about? The dragon that's gonna eat you all. A long time ago, there was an evil dragon named Volvagia living in this mountain. That dragon was very scary. He ate Gorons. Using a huge hammer, the hero of the Gorons, boom! Destroyed it just like that. This is a myth from long ago, but it's true. I know, because my dad is a descendant of the hero. Of course. It's like how we all, you know, have an uncle that really did invent the Slinky, or something stupid like that. Oh. What else do you want to talk about? How about the Gorons? Everybody was taken to the fire temple. While my dad was out, Ganondorf's followers came and took them all away. I mean, those Gerudo that don't even know who I am? All of them will be eaten by Volvagia. Dad said that Ganondorf has revived Volvagia. As a warning to those who might oppose him, Ganondorf is going to feed them all to Volvagia. Dad went to the fire temple all by himself to try to save everyone. Please help, Link. I'll give you this heat-resistant tunic. Awesome, we got clothes. So, you know how before you had a timer for how long you could stay in the Death Mountain crater? Well, now we don't really have to worry about that. What else you gotta say? Dad told me not to let anybody follow him to the temple, but only you, Link, can save everyone. I'm sure that the shop owner, who is hiding somewhere right now, will also help you. Now, I'll tell you about the secret passage to the fire temple. Try to move the statue inside Dad's room. Thanks, kid. Oh, darn it. So I don't know, should I pick up anything from the shop? What do we have in here? Oh, you look as excited as ever. Oh no, everybody's gone. Only I was left behind. Yeah, you were hiding, and there's a guy up there. I guess we can take a red potion, because we don't have anything in our bottles right now, and I don't know, a little life insurance couldn't hurt. Yes, 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 I know all about it. Blah, 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 blah. I will carry it in one of my bottles, thank you. So, well, we should equip our tunic, first of all. Oop. Now we're red. Yeah, it's interesting. I wasn't really aware at the time when I first played this game that different tunic colors meant, you know, different, like, defense upgrades before. And there is a defense upgrade in Ocarina of Time. It just doesn't come until much later in the game, but it's not related to the type of clothes you wear. These are all just for different effects, and wearing them really won't, whoopsie. Forgot that bridge was out. Wearing them won't really, like, affect, too much with your, well, it won't affect anything at all with your, defenses. I know some people like to keep the water tunic on, and, well, the Zora tunic, I should say, and the Goron, but I don't know. I know the green one has no benefit whatsoever, but I always thought Link looked best in green. In this game, anyway. But here's Sheik again. Sheik must be wearing a Goron tunic underneath all that. It is something that grows over time, a true friendship, a feeling in the heart that becomes even stronger over time. The passion of friendship will soon blossom into a righteous power, and through it you will know which way to go. This song is dedicated to the power of the heart. Listen to the Bolero of Fire. So this song is actually really easy to remember. And you know, I know a lot of people prefer the 3DS version or the Virtual Console version for convenience or access to new features or whatever. But I always felt like whenever I see songs being played on there, they just look like a confusing mess. And maybe part of the reason is because I'm just so used to how the score looks on Nintendo 64. But I also feel like the A and C buttons are set up in just like the perfect way for like ascending and descending notes on a scale that it just makes them playing so much easier. Like the A button, your finger can easily drift from A to right C in a diagonal pattern, then left in another diagonal for left C and up C, and I just feel like it's just so... it's such a smooth motion. So, Bolero of Fire, actually, if you play here this as a kid, there is another spot you can play on a Magic Bean here, and you can use that to get a heart piece that's actually... well... oh, there it is. Yeah, I know every Zelda game has like a Spectacle Rock and this one doesn't, but I've heard people say before that this is Spectacle Rock. You know, and it's weird too, because I always heard Spectacle Rock and I thought of like, wow, what a spectacle. I wasn't really thinking of like glasses, and it didn't really occur to me until a couple of years ago that Spectacle Rock is usually in the shape of, you know, a pair of glasses. So I thought that was interesting. You can climb down that ladder, but I'm not going to touch that metal ladder with my bare hands. So I'll just fall down and we'll do it. So it's the Fire Temple, everybody. Fire Temple's pretty sweet because it gives you your boss key right away. Too bad it's behind a jail cell. Please, don't eat me. If you eat something like me, you'll get a stomachache. You'll be sorry. Yeah, so the Gorons won't actually stop trembling in fear until you open up their doors for them. So, you actually don't get that boss key now. You don't get it until much later in the dungeon. But it's cool that they tease it to you now. So if you come in here, lo and behold, look who it is. It's Darunia, just like looking at the door. Who's there? Is that you, Link? Oh, it really is, Link. You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Why, did I do something wrong, Dad? Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon Volvagia. On top of that, he is going to feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to other races that might resist him. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I will go on ahead to try to seal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned, though, because I don't have the legendary hammer, but I have no choice. Link, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. The prisoner's cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, Link. Yeah, even though you don't have a boss key. Well, I don't know, to be fair, we don't know he doesn't have a boss key, but... well, he got in there pretty easily, and... I guess we can only assume he dies in there. I don't know, the whole Sage... oh, excuse me. Had a coughing fit there. The whole Sage thing is a little weird, because it's like... I don't know if they're supposed to be dead or spirits or what, but they aren't living in our world anymore, that's for sure. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In order to get into the room where Darunia went, you have to do something about the pillar stuck in the ceiling. Find a path that leads to a room above the ceiling right away. So these are cool hints and everything, but like, it's not like they stick around so you can read them again if you need them, but... oh well, you don't want the entire dungeon played for you, do you? I remember when I was a kid, Dean next door, he turned into a big Zelda fan too. He didn't have Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, though. Those were just some of the games that we played when we were at my house. Or, you know, I'd bring my copy over next door to his. But I remember around the time I was kind of getting to the point where me and him weren't going to be friends anymore, because I felt like, you know, I was a totally mature teenager, and he was just like this naive little kid, even though there was like 1 year of difference between us. It's so cringy. I really wish I did not do that. I really wish. I handled becoming a teenager better. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I remember him getting to this part in the game. I don't know if I like let him borrow it, or if we were playing it together, or something. But it got to a point where it was just like, he wanted me to do the entire fire temple for him, but then he wanted to fight the boss. And I remember thinking, oh, so you can just do the fun part. I mean, I have to do all the work, and then you can just do the fun part. And just getting mad about that. And I was like, and he was like a big Zelda fan. Like, his screen names on AOL and AIM were Zelda related. Called himself Dark Link something or other, I think. But I remember just like being so upset. Well, maybe not so upset, but upset enough that I remembered it. That he, you know, you're such a big Zelda fan, but you don't want to do the dungeons, only the bosses. It's ironic now because, like, I honestly would consider the dungeons the fun part and the boss the tedious thing. Just because the bosses in Ocarina of Time, you know, once you know them, it's pretty easy. But I don't know. It was always just kind of weird. You know, you do the dungeon and I'll do the boss. I don't know if there was a point in time where we were still, like, struggling with the bosses. Because I remember, like, you know, needing 4 fairies in a bottle before I went to each and every boss. Because it was, like, the ultimate thing. But, you know, whatever. The floating tiles from A Link to the Past are back in here, but they're not nearly as annoying because there's only, like, a handful of them. You can actually just use your shield and block them all. And it's our first like-like. Like-likes are weird. Their mouths are hard, but their bodies are soft. So, if it goes to, like, attack you, you can't even shoot it with an arrow or anything like that. It'll just, like, bounce off. And as I mentioned earlier, we do get a pretty generous amount of rupees from defeating like-likes. I think all that was in here was a gold Skulltula. Yeah, there's a few different ways you can go in this room. I think there's another place on the right that we want to go to as well. Yeah, it's weird that I think about that with the Fire Temple. That memory with Dean. Because honestly, it was so brief in the context of everything else we'd done as kids. But, you know, for whatever reason, I still think about it sometimes whenever I'm in here. Jesus, man. I had 2 of them after me. Yeah, Fire Temple, I don't know, like, I like the Fire Temple and everything, but it always seems like the most forgettable temple in the game to me. And I don't quite know why. I guess because everything just kind of looks like it's on fire, it all just kind of blends together well. It's really unique in the fact that it has people you can talk to in it. Like, all these Gorons you have to free, that alone should be, like, you know, it has a unique aspect to it that no other dungeon has, but I don't know. For whatever reason, when I think about all the dungeons, everything else just kind of pops more in my head. Forest Temple just has that awesome music and the paintings, and it's a whole mansion. Water Temple, I mean, Water Temple is infamous in its own right, but I don't know, I do also think it's like a very beautiful looking place. Shadow Temple is very unlike Ocarina of Time just because of how dark it is, and Spirit Temple is this awesome, like, epilogue, or not epilogue, but like a conclusion to like all the other temples in the game, and you do it as both a child and an adult. The Fire Temple just always seems like it's just kind of here. I don't know, I guess like maybe in the same way it's like Jabu Jabu's belly. Like it's interesting that it's in the fish and everything like that, but I mean, it all kind of looks too similar when you're going around. And I guess maybe that just kind of, there's no like unique thing in it that like really makes you think, oh, this is that part. Even though there are parts of that like that in the Fire Temple, but I don't know. For some reason, Fire Temple always just like eludes me when I'm thinking about Ocarina of Time and the cool things that happened in it. I don't really, as often as I've heard it, I still don't know too much about, you know, the original Fire Temple music. Because obviously I don't have the cart that has the original Muslim chanting or whatever it was. I saw a Did You Know Gaming recently, actually, that was saying, you know, it wasn't even that it was like a problem with the Muslims or anything like that. They didn't even know it was like a religious thing. It was just kind of like they got the song from, I think, like a generic, you know, sharing. I don't know, what do you call it? Like when there's like a bunch of music for like that's like free domain or something like that. I don't know. I forget the exact story. Maybe I should have looked it up earlier before I came in here, but y'all can do that. Y'all probably know more than me about what this actual situation with the Fire Temple music is. But it is just kind of like a weird thing that it was removed from the game. So you may notice we skipped that switch earlier. Want to drop a bomb down there, because this is a very short timer, and there's not enough time for you to actually hit the switch from when you originally get to it. You could also do a hook shot or arrow from like a really specific location, but I just find it easier to do the bomb. I remember in one of the Nintendo Capri Sun's randomizers for this, he was really stuck on trying to get that switch. I could be wrong though. Yeah, this room really sucks just because of the boulders. And we have another Goron open. I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors starts to fall, move! Thanks. Good advice. If you use a sample of the Goron's special crop, you can break it. Yeah, you may notice they're just dropping that special crop term over and over. They really want you to use bombs in here. Which is appropriate, because it is near the area where you got bombs, but anyway, I think I'm going to take a small break before I record the next episode, because I feel myself fading a little bit, and my back is also really killing me, so I want to do some stretches, maybe have some lunch, just recharge a little bit. So, not that it matters for you. You're going to see the same episode, the next episode, whenever it goes up, and if you're in a playlist, well, it's going to play right after this. So, have a good one, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye.